I feel like a slice of butter melting on top of a big old pile of flapjacks.
Play the victim and you will be the victim.
Very good, Frank. Very impressive.
Ultimate punch!
What's up? What's
Oh! You hit the soft part of my belly!
You just got killed by a Daewoo Lanos, motherfucker! How you like me now, huh? You are, because if the girl said no, then the answer obviously is no.
No.
But the thing is she's not gonna say no. She would never say no because of the implication.
Ask yourself, why has he got his hat pulled down like that? He's fuck ugly.
Wrenches instead. Oh, yeah. Wow. I don't like this.
Power of Christ compels you!
Oh, does it? Does it compel me?
You look pretty.
What did you say?
I said you look shitty.
I offer you a nice egg in this trying time?
Yeah, he's got an egg, you might...
There we go. There was like a helicopter or something outside, so that was funny. Yeah, I had it muted and then I forgot to switch it over. So I wanted to pop on and go live and hang out because I know it's been a minute. We are doing an open mic on Sunday, so that'll be fun. Thumbnail aside, and that's not really the subject. I'm just here to talk about toy news, but I did want to touch on one thing because the grift is real, y'all. The things that people say that are just so profoundly untrue. Like, for instance, hello, Magdil Brahim. What's up? Why keep the box? How's it going? Good to see you. There's one thing I did want to say, like, about this grifter in question, because they're doing a live stream on Sunday, and they said something about how LGBTQ people are the primary people who do mass, you know. So you still can't hear me? Hold on. Is it still not working? Check, check, check. Can I hear? Oh, that's what the question was. The audio is fine. Okay, cool. So this guy, the grifter chief, said that LGBTQ people are the primary aggressors when it comes to mass things. And you know, AI is very simple. It just pulls up statistics. It's Google. I literally Googled it and I already knew the fact. But here is the fact of who commits that heinous crime. Right? Because it is statistically and profoundly one group of people that are in the majority. The vast majority of public mass, you know what, in the US are men, over 97%, often white, roughly 52 to 55%, with an average age of 34, frequently acting alone and having a prior criminal record or history of violence. Most incidents occur at workplace, schools, or commercial locations. So you can't pin that shit on anybody, dude. Maybe look in the mirror, I know I don't have melanin, but you know, with your mayonnaise fucking ass, look in the fucking mirror, because who you're trying to accuse is yourself. Key statistics of demographic trends from 1982 to 2026. So this is over 40 years of statistical analysis. Gender, 97.7% of public mass blank are male. Race, ethnicity, while white blank constitutes over 50% of cases, studies show this largely mirrors the overall U.S. population demographics. And it's very simple to figure out the math. But that's really it. That's the only thing I needed to say. That was the whole reason I had that thumbnail. But when you're talking about statistics, I don't do math. I suck at math. But trans people are 1% of the population. White males are over 50% of the population. There is no way 1% of the population can match the numbers of 50%. Statistically, mathematically, factually. So I thought that was pretty easy to debunk among all the other things, but that's not what this is about. That thumbnail is just for fun. It's fun for me. All right, so there is some toy news to talk about. And that's what we're here to talk about right now. So we are going to bring it up. Is there a way to make the screen bigger? Audio's okay. There we go. All right. So first of all, I don't know what this is, but it looks really cool. Raptor Orkai and Raptor 2-pack. And I'm assuming this is from the original Turtle comics, or Mirage comics. Includes interchangeable hands, and that's it. Is that all it comes with? That is all it comes with. Wow. I mean, is that really a raptor? That's more of a raptor person thing. I have no clue what this is. I'm just going through the news. Shout out to Toy Arc for the links and pictures and all that stuff. This is weird. It's weird. It doesn't look like turtles to me. I'm guessing it's from The Last Ronin, if that is because that's what that turtle is, right? It's got to be. So not really much to talk about with that. It's just stuff I don't really collect, stuff I don't normally look at, but toy news is toy news, right? It's been pretty scarce. It still has. And I know San Diego Comic-Con is coming up, and that's probably where a lot of the reveals are waiting to be shown. But you know, Comic-Con is a big deal, so that makes sense that they would hold off. That's not it. Where's the rest of the stuff? No, there was more. Okay, there we go. I was like, what happened? What happened? Here we go. Jada Toys. Yep, this is all the stuff I was looking at. No, it's Mirage Comics Turtle, not Last Ronin. Thank you for correcting me. See, I don't know. I really don't. Like my primary Ninja Turtles knowledge is the first movie, the 1990 movie, and what figures I have, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, I don't know shit about turtles because I like other stuff more. I do like turtles. I just like other stuff more. Hot Toys is doing Motu figures, which is interesting. So that means we're going to get 1/12 scale movie figures from Motu. Obviously, they're going to be expensive because that's what Hot Toys does. No pictures. It's just an announcement. Goodness gracious. I opened this monster and the caffeine is just making me burp. Here is a re-release. No, it's not a re-release. This is a new thing. What is... So is this... This is when the Batmobile splits apart, right? Because I had a toy. Okay, so I had a toy when I was a kid. Like, I think it was the Kenner Batman Returns Batmobile, obviously. And you press the button because this was in the movie when he's going through the alley and he like pushes this and the sides of the Batmobile pop up. Why is he selling this as a separate vehicle? Couldn't he have done the whole Batman Returns Batmobile and just made the sides separable? Like, come on, Todd. Come on, Todd. I know I don't expect much from you, but $100. Why the fuck is it $100? Wasn't the tumbler like $60? Yo, he is really ripping off anyone that buys this stuff. Why the hell? Why the hell is it $100? I mean, I know he charges 30 for his figures and then 60 for okay, so I guess that's about right with Todd math. But yo, that is figure not included. Never mind. So it's just $100 for the Bat Missile. which is the Batmobile. It's not even a separate vehicle. It's just unless I'm wrong, unless I'm thinking of the wrong thing. But that's the only time I remember seeing this penis-shaped car in Batman Returns is when the sides flew off and he went through the alley. $100 for that, y'all. Wasn't the Batwing like fucking 120? What's up, Kingsley? How's it going? I'll get it from Ross for 50 in a year. Probably. I mean, this is Batman Returns, which is, one of the better Batman movies. I like the Michael Keaton Batman movies. First one's obviously the best. But Batman Returns is also fantastic. But I don't collect McFarlane, and I will not. I will not buy another McFarlane figure ever. I'm never going to do it. I don't care what it is. We've got that amazing Yamaguchi Terry McGinnis Batman Beyond coming out, so I'm going to get that, and then I'm going to get rid of my McFarlane Batman Beyond, and I will have I have 2 Game of Thrones McFarlanes, and I have a couple of Gears of War McFarlanes, but those are like, it's whatever. I'm just talking about like modern McFarlane ask a bunch of money for garbage figures, which, we all have different opinions. That's mine. If you don't agree with it, that's totally fine. What else do we have here? Speaking of McFarlane, oh, actually, no, we're gonna go in order. So I guess there's more DC Multiverse to look at. I just drew a blueprint of OG South Bank Studio. What is South Bank Studio? I'm not familiar. Let me know, and maybe I do know it, but it doesn't ring a bell for me. More McFarlane. So we've got the classic Green Lantern. It's fine. We can disagree. I like my garbage shiny. That could work with 6-inch. I mean, the vehicles for sure can work with 6-inch stuff. I just don't think that the figures, I think they're too big to work with 6-inch, especially how crazy his scale is. Like his scale is all over the place for being 7-inch figures. It's like a suggestion. They can be like 8 inches to like 6.5 inches and not even the right characters for all the time. So which green, this is Alan Scott. Okay. It says it right there. Yeah. The first Green Lantern, Alan Scott, versus Solomon Grundy. And is this reuse? No, this is a new Grundy because they did the Arkham Grundy, right? That was a collect and build figure. So I'm guessing these are 2 new figures, and this is probably the first time they've done Alan Scott. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is not who people think of. Who's grifting up in here? Not me, Frankie. It's in London, just got demolished in 2018. Oh, wow. So I'm assuming it was like a very like classic, well-known studio. The 2-pack is $80, by the way. Oh my God. See, like the Batmobile is $20 more than this. Not even the Batmobile, the Bat Missile. By the way, the 21st, I should have my payment for the merch that I sold, and $50 is going to be going to the Trevor Project, unless people want to still buy merch or whatever, designate funds for the Trevor Project. I'll set it aside. But I made $43 in merch sales for the Woke Toy Avengers stuff, and like I said, I'm rounding it up to 50. So they're sending me 43. When I get it, I'm going to round it up to 50, and I'm going to put that on the website, and I'll screen cap it, and I'll make a quick video, and I'll say, hey, it's still going if you want to buy the merch and help out and support the Trevor Project. But as of right now, $50 we've made so far. So thank you, everyone, for buying merch or just straight up donating. I appreciate it. Not grifting. That's not grifting. Saying buy my merch because I lost my job for talking a bunch of racist shit on the internet. That's grifting. That's grifting. I'm sure it's a no, but are you going to Toy Expo? You're right, Frankie. That is a no. But you know what's cool? So Frankie, Legion's Con is right across the street, right? I'm going to try my best to go to Legion's Con. So we could still hang out. You could meet my girlfriend and all that stuff. She wants to come. But but I don't think that certain guy is allowed at Legion's Con, and he shouldn't be allowed at that Toy Tuber Expo. There's a lot of people that even if I myself wasn't allowed, like I was banned from there, I really wouldn't give a shit. But there's certain people that should definitely be banned from there, but I know that they aren't going to be. And I say that simply because they made physical threats against me. So it's not my vibe. I'm not going to go, but I am going to try my best to go to Legion's Con. And if anyone fucking tries to do shit there's a bunch of people at Legion's Con that got my back anyway. So I ain't too worried about it. I'm just there to have fun and probably go to New York City for a couple hours and check it out. Like I've been there before, but so no, I will not be going to the Toy Unity Expo. I will be going to fucking Legion's Con though. That's for damn sure. To the best of my ability. Hey, listen, I don't really care. I really don't. Because like I said, it's going to be in the same city at the same exact time. So if there's people there that I want to see, like for instance, if Dave is going, I can message Dave and I can say, hey, can we hang out for a minute? You can meet my girlfriend and say, hey, and we can, or, you, whoever. So. Banned. No one should be banned unless there's physical threats or violence. And that's what I'm saying. Like, just because I'm quote unquote controversial for calling out bullshit is the only thing. But I don't think I am. I don't roll with that crowd anymore. Like, there's a bunch of people there that I don't want to associate with. But yeah, no, I've only ever gotten physical threats at me. I've never physically threatened anyone other than saying I'll defend myself, which I think is a little bit different. But no, there's no word of that, but I'm just saying there's certain people that really should not be allowed in public places in general, let alone it's whatever. It's whatever, I truly don't care. I have some toy expos around here that I can go to. I have the Maryland Toy Expo. I have one in my town. I can go to Legion's Con. I can go to pretty much where I could probably go to Toy Unity Expo. I just don't want to. I just don't want to. That's the main thing, and that's where I will leave it. Pre-ordered this guy, obviously. Hell yeah. See, it works out anyway, Frankie. It works out anyway. I just pre-ordered this guy yesterday. I think he went up on Tuesday for pre-order. Was it Tuesday or Wednesday? What's today? Friday, Thursday. He went up for pre-order yesterday. And so after this, the only one left from Jada, the only one that we need left is Zangief. Zangief is bad guy, but Zangief is not bad guy. I'm excited to finish this Street Fighter 2 Ultimate Challengers line. Like it's been like a year and a half, 2 years since they started this, and they're already wrapping it up with the full roster with player 2 colors. So Jada, I'm telling you right now, after you get Zangief and T-Hawk out, put Scooby-Doo and Invincible and all the other stuff you've teased up for pre-order. Please, we want to know when we're getting that stuff. We want to know, because Jada is the king of domestic. Fuck Hasbro. I know Mattel is doing some great stuff, but fuck Mattel. Jada is the GOAT in my opinion. And not fuck Mattel. They're fine. I'm just saying, like, as far as like what they give us and the quality that they give us and the amount of improvements they've done since the beginning of the line, and then they go back and make some running changes as well. Have they made a release of Angry Ken and Evil Ryu? They have. No, I don't know if they've done. Yeah, they have. They did both of those. They did player 2s. They were exclusives for a convention. It's Nighthawk. No, that's the next one, I think, that I'm gonna look at. I need Cyberpunk Rebecca. Yes, Edge Runners 2. We need Edge Runners Wave 2. They've got 3 lines going that have started or not even started yet, that we don't have pre-orders for, and we're finishing up Street Fighter, and they're teasing Alpha, and I'm hoping that Jada does all of Alpha. because I don't want to get the Storm Arena Alpha figures. Just because I have Jada Street Fighter, I don't want to do, oh, look at every Street Fighter. No, I'll just stick with Jada. And then when I get all the Alpha characters, I will have a Street Fighter 2 and a Marvel vs. Capcom collection, much like I have a Marvel collection and an MVC collection. So that's my justification. And then I will get Storm Arena Darkstalker stuff. I will get Storm Arena's Darkstalker stuff, and that will be my Storm Arena experience. I don't need the Baki. I don't need, Ryu and Ken. They're already sold out, blah, blah, blah. So Darkstalkers Morgan, that is a must grab. And T-Hawk looks great. Apparently he's huge. Like, I'm sure he's like this big. He's a big boy. He's $34.99. So he's more expensive than E-Honda. So that means he's bigger than E-Honda, which he's in my pile of loot right now. And then I need to get Balrog. I'll probably get that when I get paid. Excuse me. And then do a dual review of those two together. And have a fun video. By the way, if you haven't seen my Lizard review, that is up on the channel. I know it's been a while since I've had an action figure review. And I do have stuff filmed. I have another Mighty Max review filmed. I have a Indiana Jones vintage figure update video filmed. It's updating or editing. That's what I got to sit down and do. I've been so lazy. But I've also been tired, and I've got a job interview today. So I'm hoping that goes well so I can get a better job. And yeah, it's a joke because Seahawk and Nighthawk from Mortal Kombat always got confused with. And this is Shadowhawk. So there's another Hawk, a Hawk Tua for you. Sorry, fuck that shit. But this is a McFarlane Elite, and is this the first solicitation for his Image Comics figures? Like, I know no, because they did Spawn already, right? Yeah, they already did a Spawn. So this is like the second one. And I know they said they're doing what is it, Ultimate Dragon? Who's that guy? The green dude? Yeah, Nightwolf is Mortal Kombat, right? Nightwolf. Thank you. I'm sure it'll go well. Just a phone interview, but you never know with people these days. There you go, Savage Dragon. And while that does look cool, it's McFarlane. I'm not going to buy it. Especially not for 60 buckaroos. There's no way. I know, and just like, humor me here, right? It's 2026. Hasbro, Mattel, even NECA have all moved away from pinned figures, right? Tell me, and they're still under McFarlane prices. Like Legends are $27.99 to like $30, and McFarlane's out the door right now are $34.99 starting, right? Tell me why Todd refuses to have one of his interns or somebody grab a Marvel Legends, take it apart, be like, oh, this is how I do it. And we can make pinless figures now. We can make them for better value for the figure, and people will not call them crappy with giant pins anymore. Nope, he refuses to do that. Because this guy has giant freaking pins. And it's a $60 Elite figure. Go figure. But yeah, Shadowhawk is apparently Image's Batman mixed with Wolverine. And know nothing about the character other than it's probably 90s. And here's what it says. The next Image Comics Founder Series figure has been announced by McFarlane Toys. The new figure will be based on Jim Valentino's Shadowhawk. 7-inch scale figure includes masked and unmasked portraits, interchangeable hands, a shield, throwing star, arm grab, and arm blade, and a display base. Pre-order begins May 12th at select retailers, so next week. He's doing the Spider-Man pose on the box art. Yeah, he is. He's just a mix of all these characters, huh? Jim Valentino. I know I've heard that name before, so. But yeah, no, you know how I feel about it. I think it's overpriced, and I think that if you want to charge $60 for a figure, you should make it $60 in quality. Or at very least try. A wired cape does not just make it a better thing, right? Like, that's not the only thing people are asking for. Then we have Dragon Ball Daima, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Now, how do I feel about Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta? You know what? I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Because it only makes sense that if Goku got to Super Saiyan 3, Vegeta would also get there. However, I don't like Super Saiyan 4. I think it's dumb looking. I do think that Daima improved it with like making the shoulders and arms bigger and longer to get more of the like, you know, Saiyan, because, you know, they're like the Great Ape, the Ozaru and all that stuff, to get kind of more of that ape look onto it. So I don't know. But this guy looks great. I mean, the Daima figures are also a little like skinny. But that was what Akira Toriyama was drawing them like in his final days. Like that was the art style because he had personal input into Daima. He had personal input into the art direction and all that stuff. I think he was just like a art supervisor and like story supervisor on Super. But I think Daima he was more directly involved in. So it's cool that he canonized Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta and Super Saiyan 4. It's cool that we got that stuff. And I think that it works for Vegeta not having the super long hair. It's just super big and it does go out. But, you know, it's not the same as Goku. And then we get the crossed arms for Daima Goku. I haven't seen any Daima yet, by the way. Not a single episode. Just because, for me, I did not like GT. I thought GT sucked. If I wanted to see Goku as a kid again, I would watch Dragon Ball. And I like Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball. But, you know, different time. Yeah, Daima takes place right after Dragon Ball Z. Like right after the tournament at the end of DBZ, right? Yeah, it's the 3.0 Vegeta, right? He doesn't have those weird butt flaps. Yeah, he doesn't have those. And here, does this look cool? Yeah. Do I have Super Saiyan 3 Goku and would I want Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta next to him? Yeah, but I already have 3 Gokus and 2 Vegetas. And then I got Piccolo, Gohan, Trunks. I think that's it. So I'd rather get like Krillin and who else? Is that really the last Z fighter that I need? Yeah. I just need like Krillin. And then I'd be set. I'd be like, this is my cool DBZ supporting cast, the main cast. But he definitely looks cool. I'm sure they're going to overcharge for this because he comes with those arms and he's got the new head sculpts and hair sculpts. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Daima. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Sorry. My bad. 75. That's terrible. That's terrible. It should be like $40. That like the amount of accessories is really not that much, especially considering one of them is for another character and they're kind of just adding that as padding. And we're $25 more. Ugh. It's cool. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. This looks really cool. I don't need it, but it looks cool. Deadshot Revoltech. Still don't have a Revoltech. I'm pretty sure that Batman Beyond is going to be my first AY figure, which I'm really excited for. I think it's fantastic looking. And this looks great. I just have no association with Deadshot. Yeah, other than Suicide Squad, and I think that movie. No, sorry. Yeah, Suicide Squad was the first one with Will Smith as Deadshot, and I wasn't impressed by Will Smith in that movie. I wasn't impressed by the whole movie. The only thing that was impressive was Margot Robbie because she's the perfect Harley Quinn, and I have no problems with her in that movie. But everything else, and it was really the studio that interfered and tried to make it more like a movie or a music video movie rather than a full-blown movie that was it David Ayer was trying to make, because there's an Ayer cut out there somewhere of that movie. They always look good in promotional pictures, but once you get in hand those segments, Batman Beyond might be the one to get. And I understand that because they're like, obviously they put articulation over joints, but at least Batman Beyond is in all black, so those joints won't be as visible depending on the lighting and stuff for photography. So you can just kind of, pose him and ignore it because the suit is all black except for the red and silver accents. So I think that'll make it easier. But I am so excited for that Batman. Y'all don't even know. 1/12 Batman Beyond has been on my bucket list for a long time. And this guy's shiny. He's cool. I know I'm waiting for Mattel DC stuff. That's where I'm at. Like Mafex, whatever. It's too much. In art, too much. Out of scale. These guys, too much. Not too niche, all that kind of stuff. Also, they have yet to make a really good Batman Beyond anywhere. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I have some older ones that are like DC Direct and DC Collectibles, but they're not great. They just don't pose very well. Like those are not modern figures. I want like a Batman Beyond figure like this, and that's what we're going to get. So I feel like it's going to be a fantastic figure, and hopefully I have the money for it when the pre-order comes out. But yeah, that's Deadshot. Nothing too crazy here. He's a pretty goofy looking character as far as the colors and stuff. So we're running out of stuff to look at. There's been no toy news. We're all waiting for that San Diego Comic-Con drip. So we may not make it an hour, just 30 minutes, but a little over 30 minutes, but that's okay. We'll check Big Bad Toy Store after this. And so this is what, the third Ryu Hayabusa that they've released? Because they did the, was it Ninja Gaiden Black? Because they did Ninja Gaiden Black, right? And then they did the SNES Ryu Hayabusa teaser. And now this is Ninja Gaiden 4. Am I wrong? Is this the same figure with different accessories? Or... because that's an exclusive when you pre-order it through Japanese sites. He looks sick. Like, I would love to have a Ryu. But these figures are so expensive. But he looks amazing. And the last one sold out. So, I don't know. Maybe I want this. Maybe I want this guy. Look how he poses. It's beautiful. But yeah, you can see those joints you're talking about. Why keep the box on the elbow? That kind of breaks it up a little bit. Still looks good. I don't mind it too much, but you can definitely, the shoulders too. There's a lot of gap there. But that's what they're doing. They're putting the articulation over the aesthetic, which is, that's what these figures are for. And you can get them in all kinds of crazy poses. So I'm not too upset by it. But that chain whip shield thing is pretty cool. That's pretty freaking cool. You just got the Ninja Gaiden 3 version? Hell yeah. I'm jealous. Also, hello. So you're gonna get this one too? What's the difference? The Ninja Gaiden 3 has the scarred up arm, right? Like his arm is like possessed or something. Speaking of arms, just kidding, but not kidding. Because this one doesn't have the scarred up arm. Just all of these lovely accessories. Can never have enough ninjas. Are you gonna get the SNES version as well? The Deluxe Onslaught is going up for pre-order June 5th on Target, I believe. So I don't think it's up for pre-order yet. I think it's Target exclusive on June 5th. That is a solicitation. How much is he? $83 in Japan. So about $100 here. Probably more, knowing all the tariffs, which are illegal, so we shouldn't be paying him anymore. His costume details are different. All three in the version I have has the M arm. Gotcha. So it was the arm that's the difference. But that's the Ninja Gaiden 4. The other one is Ninja Gaiden Super or something. All right, let's check out. Let's see what went up for pre-order today or the last couple days. Sorry. I can't whistle. That's the best I got. These guys are up. Oh, look, there's actually a Wonder Woman up for pre-order. Is there? Wow, she's actually not sold out and she's actually cheap. A normal price. Not going to get it, but that's for those people that have been waiting and missed out on the first cash grab Wonder Woman that he released. Richard, what's going on? Good to see you. And Ninja Gaiden 2 version has flat leather bottoms. Ninja Gaiden 3 has mesh and such. And Ninja Gaiden 4 version has like cables or something. It's more techy. Yeah, you can. There's subtle differences, and that's crazy that they sculpted out new parts for all of them. You know, props to Revoltech for that. Absolutely getting the classic version. Yeah, you have a problem. You love ninjas, huh? Did you pre-order the chick from Ninja Gaiden 3? Was it 3? Because I think I pre-ordered her. They have less accessories. That's what we need in McFarlane's, right? I mean, even with less accessories, they should still be $20. and the normal ones, even with the more accessories, should still only be $25 max. But, you know, it is nice that he's doing another release of it, but it's far too late for most people. A lot of people have sold off all their McFarlane stuff like me and are waiting for Mattel like me. And then they got the first appearance Superman, the Joker from the beginning of The Dark Knight in his Joker clown costume mask. Couldn't find the word, I'm sorry. And then the Dark Knight Batman, which they've all released before. So those went up for pre-order. Those, if you need them, they're there. Spawn McFarlane Vault Collection Medieval Spawn. Wasn't this the figure that he did the Kickstarter on? Wasn't this the Kickstarter and then it had a bunch more pieces? Is that what he's doing now? He kickstarted a figure just so he could resell it cheaper with less accessories? Am I wrong? Excuse me. I sold my Batman stuff except for Thomas Wayne and Grim Knight Batman. I mean, those are cool figures to have. Thomas Wayne was definitely a cool version of Batman. So right, like that's the Kickstarter. Ooh, Todd McFarlane, you are a cheap motherfucker. I'll tell you what. So anyone, hey Josh, how's it going? Good to see you. So anyone that got that Kickstarter, you're regretting it now? I don't know. I would be. The Kickstarter one was interchangeable. Yeah, I think there's some differences, but he still used the base body to re-release this figure and make it cheaper. And like that's good for people that didn't get the Kickstarter. And it's, I guess the Kickstarter is still its own thing, obviously. But I would feel kind of like ripped off a little bit. Like when Hasbro did the pre-order for the Arctic Hiss, there's a lot of people that are mad. And then they repainted the Ghostbusters thing as well. That was from the Kickstarter, right? The backpack, the plasma pack. I don't know. My memory's not what it used to be. So like I always, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. Don't tease me with Inuyasha. Because I know it's not an action figure. I know it's not an action figure. Yeah, it makes the Kickstarter version not unique anymore. And that's the thing about a Kickstarter. It should be a unique item that you funded and were happy to get, right? So if y'all don't know Inuyasha is written and drawn by Rumiko Takahashi, who does my favorite manga / anime, Ranma 1/2, same author. But Inuyasha is kind of, it is the same in the romantic sense where like they act like they hate each other for a lot of the time. And then, you know, slowly that bond grows and they grow this, you know, bond and love for each other. Just much like Ranma and Akane, although they'll never admit it. And Inuyasha and What's her name? Kagome. Gosh, I forgot her name. I blanked. They eventually were dating. So I think that we need like an SH figure where it's Inuyasha and Kagome and all that stuff, and Sashomaru and Shippo and Lady Shishio. My brain. So much useless information. But this is just a little statue figure. This is not posable, which is unfortunate. I do have a posable Inuyasha. Dawson Toys made some Inuyasha stuff. I think they have a Kagome as well that I probably need to get, considering there's not any more stuff. But I feel like we're long overdue for like an influx of Inuyasha, because when I was in middle school, Inuyasha was huge. Like, it was on Adult Swim and playing in all the time, and every night you could watch like 3 episodes of Inuyasha, and everyone was watching Inuyasha. So like, where's the love for Inuyasha? I'm so glad Ranma's getting a love and resurgence, but come on, Inuyasha's great. He's half demon, sit boy, he falls down, necklace. It's great. It's great. Right? That's what I'm saying. They're leaving money on the table. Like, for like so many childhood crushes for Sashomaru. Like, everyone was like, I love Sashomaru. Sashomaru is my husbando, all that kind of stuff. And you're just losing money there. Like, that's free money. SH Figure Arts. It's free real estate. You know what that does? It just
You're lying. I never hit you. You are tearing me apart, Lisa.
apart, Lisa. Demon Slayer and Demon Dweller. Are you talking about the anime Demon Slayer? Because I've never seen Demon Slayer. I've not watched any of it. I know it exists. I know nothing about it. Oh. Ooh, y'all. This is so sick. This is so fucking sick. Splinter Cell, Sam Fisher. What do y'all know about some Tom Clancy? Do y'all remember playing Rainbow Six Vegas and Vegas 2 online and playing Terrorist Hunt? And I don't think I can say that word. Oh, yeah. The Murumasa and Masamune. Was Inuyasha's blade the Masamune? Demon Slayer is so good. I'll have to check it out. I'm behind on the Ramna reboot. That's bad. I need to watch that. Daredevil season finale was fucking crazy. All right, chat. Let me know if you've seen The Boys or not, because if not, I don't want to spoil anything. I can, but I do want to give my theory of what's going to happen in the series finale. So if you haven't watched The Boys, if you're planning on watching The Boys, let me know in the chat. I know there's 10 people watching. By the way, I always forget to ask. I ask people to hit it for others, but can you hit the like button if you're in here? Just smash like. I always ask people in other people's streams, and I forget on mine. I always just fucking blank. Smash the like button. We should have 12 likes at least right now. Haven't seen The Boys yet. All right, I won't spoil it. Well, I will say, if you want the spoiler and you're following me on Instagram, it's like the last post on my page is my take. And I didn't really spoil anything. All right, Richard, click away for like 2 minutes. Okay, you don't care? All right. So I know Leia watched it. Leia, you're still in here. You watched it, right? So I feel like the last episode. Okay, so in the comic books, right, Black Noir is the one that ends Homelander, because Black Noir is a clone of Homelander, and he's been the one doing all the sadistic stuff, essentially gaslighting Homelander into thinking he's crazy and he's doing stuff he doesn't remember. And then Butcher kills Noir, right? So I think that Soldier Boy was really pissed about Claire, right? Homelander not only slept with the love of his life, but then he's obviously lying about what happened to her. So Soldier Boy is not going to let that go. I think that Soldier Boy is petty enough to be like, here's a little taste of godhood. And then he's going to blast Homelander and be the one that just like rips his head off, rips his jaw off. Because in the comic books, he gets his jaw punched off. I think Soldier Boy is going to be the one that does Homelander, and then Butcher's going to be the one that does Soldier Boy. And then somehow everyone else is going to get ended except for Huey and Starlight, and that's what's going to happen. I think Stormfront is Homelander. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Stormfront is Homelander's mom. At least that's where the eggs came from. I think that obviously it was Soldier Boy sperm, and then I think that they got the egg from Stormfront, because that is like the perfect combination of soups right there for them, right? Because that's what they want. And that's how we get Homelander. And I also thought that the best moment in the show last week was when Chet, which that's not his real name, right? That was what he was going by. The best moment in that show last week was the interaction between Homelander and him, because he showed Homelander that not only was he not afraid of him, but he felt bad for him. Like, he had empathy for him. He understood somewhat why Homelander was so fucked up. And Homelander had never experienced that before. And it was kind of jarring to see him just emotionally shut down for a second and then just be like, yeah, I can't do it. You know, it's actually Ace. Hello, good to see you. It's actually Splinter Cell. It's actually Sam Fisher from Blacklist, which is a great game. Conviction is also really fun, but a different game. I think Blacklist was right before Conviction. Yeah, it's Splinter Cell, but it's okay. If that's true, it's wild. Well, I don't think he knew Leia, but he also has mommy issues anyway. So, you know, I don't think they confirm, because as far as Homelander knows, he burst out of his mom's womb, and that's because he was an embryo implanted. You know, he was surrogate. He had a surrogate mom. And obviously the human wasn't strong enough to hold an embryo between Stormfront and Homelander, or Soldier Boy. So, and then, yeah. So I wouldn't put it past myself, you know. Didn't Valverse get this exact same Splinter? Ooh, if they did, that sucks. Like, this is, there's a lot of companies that could do Splinter Cell justice. I love the first Splinter Cell on the old Xbox. Yeah, Splinter Cell is great. You know what my favorite part, my stupid ass as a kid, was? Just shooting out lights. I just walk around and shoot out the lights and the whole level, and then I just, you know, go from there. But that was my thing. There was this other game called on PS2 called SOCOM US Navy SEALs, and it had friendly fire. So like if you tagged your teammate, they would start to leak blood, and like if you were in a snow level, they'd be leaking blood all over the map. And that was new for games. This is on PS2, so you know, it was contact. They're leaking blood, like and then your teammate would be leaking blood, and it was really funny. So I just kept shooting my teammates in the ass, and their ass was, you know, bleeding, and I was just like, I'm 8. This is great, you know. I really like stealth games. Stealth games are fun. I haven't watched The Boys, but YouTube insists on me showing clips. So the reason they put that line in there is because in the comics, Homelander fucks Soldier Boy, but like as a power thing, and Soldier Boy is not his dad. It's a different character essentially, not like the Captain America, kind of a pussy. He pisses himself. But Jensen Ackles as Soldier Boy, like I know he's a racist piece of shit. But my God, Jensen Ackles is fine. I've been in love with that man since Supernatural. Actually, since Smallville. Because that was like a year and a half, 2 years before Supernatural. And I always thought he was cute. And I didn't know what that meant for myself as a young person. I was like, what? No, that's not, I don't feel that. But Jensen Ackles is he's a fine looking dude. The small details were epic. The dust effects. Hell yeah. Hi, Bae. You're home early.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get off. All right, y'all. My partner is home, so usually she doesn't get home for another half an hour, but I'm gonna get off of here. It was good to talk about toys and hang out. Like I said, smash the like button. Keep your head up. Stay brave. Be kind to local LGBTQ plus community. If you're protesting, be extra super duper safe. I love y'all. I'll see you next time, and bye bye. Thanks for hanging out, y'all.
My safe word will be whiskey.
Sorry, Rod, what was that?
Whiskey.
Your friend's wasted, Anakin.
Check this out!
Pork chop sandwiches.
Freaking pump! I've been drinking green tea all goddamn day!
Oh, man, he hit his ass with a parking cone, man. Nice.
God, I go to church every goddamn Sunday. You gonna bring the demons out of me?
No matter what you do, I will be proud of you, even if you receive a liberal arts degree. Baby time. It's baby time. Wait, I wasn't finished.
All right, give him the stick. Don't give him the stick.
You know my dad?
Oh,
G.I. Joe! What the fuck? This is my hat now. This is totally my hat.